Good afternoon. Hey, today we're in Proverbs chapter 15. We're glad that you're continuing to join us and hope that this has been a cool experience for you. Today I just want to share part of what we've been doing here at the house. Yesterday we actually were able to have a campfire, and Ellie and my daughter, we cooked some marshmallows, and I might not have kept complete count of how many she ate, but we had a good time. But there were a few moments in there where we were learning about fire in a very safe way. But she really liked being able to help feed the fire and put sticks in there and help the fire grow. And we did have a little chat about what it means to respect the fire and what it means to not really be playing with it. And so as we dig into Proverbs chapter 15 today, I do want to read through verses 1 to 4 with you and just talk about that a little bit. It says, a gentle answer turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up anger. The tongue of the wise adorns knowledge, but the mouth of the fool gushes folly. The eyes of the Lord are everywhere, keeping watch on the wicked and the good. The soothing tongue is a tree of life, but a perverse tongue crushes the spirit. I really actually was having a conversation with a student earlier this week about this very concept. Our words are so important, and I'm glad we have this portion in Proverbs that reiterates the importance of what our words should be and the ways that it can be used for good and the ways that they are often used for bad too. We've been going through as a church in our Sunday morning series. We've been going through James over the past several weeks. I want to cross-reference a little bit from James here. It says in James chapter 3, verses 5 to 6, it says, "Likewise, the tongue is a small part of the body, but it makes great boasts. Consider what a great forest is set on fire by a small spark. The tongue also is a fire, a world of evil among the parts of the body. It corrupts the whole body, sets the whole course of one's life on fire, and itself set on fire by hell." James chapter 3 verse 2 says this also. It says, "We all stumble in many ways. Anyone who is never at fault in what they say is perfect, able to keep their whole body in check." And so what James is saying here, and what Proverbs is saying as well, is that his letter's recipient, right? For Proverbs, it's Solomon's son, and James, the recipient that he's sending this letter to, he's saying that the tongue is like a fire, right? You're basically playing with fire anytime you could be saying something, right? According to James, that fire has the potential to destroy their lives and futures. And the same is true for us today also. If we're not careful, our tongues, our words, have the potential to set our lives on a destructive course or to set our lives on a course that is for good. James also reminds us that no one's perfect. I'm not perfect, and you can see a lot of imperfection, especially today because we have social media, and social media is a great platform for a lot of really good things. It can be used for many things for good, but it has also been a very destructive force too. And you don't have to look very far to see evidence for that too. And I think it's important too. None of us is really able to keep ourselves 100% in check, but that's where we should be aiming for. And in here, just going back into Proverbs 15, it says, "A soothing tongue is a tree of life, and the perverse tongue crushes the spirit." So these two passages of scripture here, James and Proverbs, they're both talking about the fact that our words have the ability to build up, and they also have the ability to tear down. And I just want to make the challenge for you today. What are your words being used for? Are they being used to build up and create life and foster life? Or are they being used to tear down and destroy? Um, it's especially pertinent, I think, now that we take hold of our words in such a way that we use them to build others up. Especially now, we just have such a great opportunity to do so. And I hope that you will join me in that challenge to making sure that our words are being used to foster life. So that's my challenge for you today, and I hope you take it. We'll see you next time.